Hey, greetings. Thursday evening here in Charlottesville, Virginia, down in my basement after a work day, watching a little basketball, enjoying the March Madness NCAA first round. This is Ryan Grubb. Hope you're doing well wherever you are. We have had probably gallons of rain today. I don't know where you are, but I am about tired of seeing the wetness. So hope you're doing well tonight, and I wanted to come and explore a few things with you. I wanted to talk about metaphors a little bit, and what how metaphors can be a huge benefit, a huge help in our lives, especially when we're trying to distinguish emotional health. We're trying to figure out how to make ourselves healthier, happier. We're trying to become more attuned to what makes us tick from an emotional standpoint, so we can do the other things in our life, like be spiritually aligned, physically aligned, mentally aligned. The things that make us really want to live, the work we do, the families we have, the hobbies we love. So when you hear the word metaphor, I'm not sure what comes to your mind, but metaphor has, they're powerful. It's a powerful word. And if you think about things in your life that maybe you're keeping or holding you back, maybe you have the inability to feel free, or you struggle with an illness, or it's really, really hard for you to give yourself to people relationship-wise, or maybe it is just the simple fact that you don't trust people, and you're not sure how to make that trust actually exist. And it could be a number of things. I mean, at Real Stuff, Real Change, we work with all kinds of things, issues and problems. Everybody's got a problem of some kind, and everybody needs help on figuring out how to make that problem diminish, go away, and be released. So metaphorically, if you're thinking about your problem, there's usually something in your life that you can actually relate it to, something you do or something that you've seen or heard that gives you a little bit of connection to that situation. For example, I grew up with a ton of allergies and nose issues, ear issues. I had tubes in my ears. I had allergy shots. I took 2, I think, every week for 30 years. I wore ear molds back in the day, back in the 70s, ear molds, when you went in the water and stuff like that. And still to this day, I've been working through getting allowing my nose to be clear and to be healthier, and through emotional intelligence and doing techniques and working on myself, I've become way more aware of why my nose is so, I don't know, you call it trapped or you call it whatever, but it's almost like I'm trapped inside of my nose, like in my life. Like I can't release this feeling of being stuck, or feeling like I'm being pressured, or, whatever it might be. And when I start working on, affirming that I'm not stuck, that I'm free, that I don't have, there's not issues in my life that are keeping me down, that it's me that's doing it, things start to evolve in a good way. And so you can imagine it, that metaphor of, you've got this nose, this stuffy nose, that it's like you're trapped inside of a room and you can't get out, or you're waiting for somebody to tell you that they're pressuring you, and you can't release it. You're not allowed to let go. And so that's just one example. The other example is, and this is something I found out today, I don't know how many of you drink coffee at Starbucks, or you whatever, Dunkin' Donuts, or wherever you go. You might go to your local coffee shops. We have a lot of local coffee shops in Charlottesville, really good coffee shops. But at the coffee shop, they give you this cup usually, and it's got the top to it and the top on it. And several years ago, I realized when I was drinking coffee or I was drinking tea at a coffee shop, I always did this. I always took the top off, and I would drink the coffee without the top on. And today I'm driving down the road and I'm like, wow, I want to take the top off. And I realized that this top represented control in my life. That I saw the top of the coffee cup as a control factor. I saw it as something that was keeping me from doing what I wanted to do, from being who I wanted to be. And so metaphorically, I started to compare the coffee cup with the top on it to being told what to do, not being able to engage in who I am, not being able to give back to myself. And so I honestly see myself taking the cup off and drinking it out of the cup. And sometimes I'm in the car and my kids are with me and they're like, Dad, I'm really afraid that coffee's going to spill, or we're going to make a mess. And in a sense, my emotions, they almost tell me, well, if you put the top on there, then you're controlled. And while that's not true, that's the parable, that's the metaphor that's coming out, is the coffee top is like the control factors that have been in my life that I finally have started to get a really good grasp on, in order to be able to start releasing the fact that the top of the coffee cup is not controlling what I do. I'm controlling what I do. So I can leave the top on there. I can leave the top on there, and I can drink the coffee out of the coffee cup and still feel free. I can still feel relaxed. I can still feel at ease. So I know this may sound very kind of foreign to you when you think of a metaphor, but metaphor is another way of being able to compare something in your life or something that you do to something that is completely not really relevant, but it is. So what I would like you to do over the next couple days is I would like you to take some time to write down how you feel. Write down how emotionally how you feel. Are you feeling emotionally disconnected? Are you angry? Are you sad? Are you mad? Do you feel controlled, manipulated? Do you feel like nobody cares? Do you feel isolated? Do you feel like nobody loves you? And then I want you to watch your daily activity and watch what you do. And I want you to see if you can recognize one or two things that factor or parallel that feeling, that emotion, that sensation, whatever that might be, that feeling, that memory. And I want you to write down, in a sense, how that object or that situation really parallels, really metaphorically matches that emotion. And then I want you to go back to that emotion, and I want you to start really thinking realistically, does this really have to bother me, control me? Is this objective really something that I need to hold on to? Where did it come from? Why do I have it? Asking yourself questions and writing down these thoughts in order for you to better identify internally where you are and what's happening inside of you. Because ultimately, without doing that, you really can't become the person you want. Without identifying who you are, without really stepping into that place of pain and that place of representation, whether it's good or bad, it's almost impossible for us to really change the trajectory, change the game, change the path or the road that we're on from an emotional perspective. We absolutely have to step into that realm. So using metaphors will help you better identify these patterns of emotional dysfunction and will give you the opportunity to grab hold of a new way of thinking. So with that, this is Ryan, Real Stuff, Real Change. I'm going to go back and watch a little March Madness. My Gonzaga Bulldogs, where I graduated from back in 2008, are coming on here in about an hour. I'm fired up. I'm psyched. The West Coast boys are going to give it all they got. Sorry, Wahoos. I love you too, UVA, but you know what? It's all about the Zags this year. So hope you guys are doing great. Hope you have a great weekend. If you are interested in finding out more about what we do at Real Stuff, Real Change, I would love to hear from you. You can Facebook me on my private message board. You can also reach out to us at the Real Stuff, Real Change Facebook page. Just leave a post, leave a message. You can go to our website at www.realstuffrealchange.com. And soon, and very soon, we are going to have our YouTube channel, the Real Stuff, Real Change YouTube channel, up and running. We'll have a link that we'll put on the Facebook page so you can click on that and go directly to the videos. I want to encourage you to use the videos for better enhancement, better encouragement, better just to identify who you are and where you're going in a great way. So I love to share these with you because my life has been full of metaphoric changes, metaphoric examples. It continues to be part of metaphoric examples. I continue to have to challenge myself to to see my emotional health and my emotional intelligence where it is, and to gain greater emotional intelligence. I hope that you take time to look at our videos, take time to go to our website, our Facebook page. We would love to talk to you and consult with you about what we do and how we might be able to help you. So with that, this is Ryan, Real Stuff, Real Change. Hope you have a great weekend. Enjoy the games and enjoy the weekend with your family and friends. Peace.